Hi, this is GIRITHARAN. Welcome our lucky YouTube channel. Paykara Cascades Ooty, passage charge, timings, section ticket cost, price, originating in the Ooty top, Paykara waterway, and the cascades the stream produces is perhaps of the most gorgeous and glorious sight that you will get to see in Ooty. Found 20 km from Ooty in the Ooty-Mysore Street, the Paykara lake has been formed into a completely charming cookout spot by the expansion of a boat storage and restaurant. The dam and force to be reckoned with worked across the waterway likewise guarantees hydropower to the populace. Pronounced a legacy site, the Paykara lake is one of those should-see sites in Ooty. As the stream streams down the mountains, it structures two glorious cascades, the first 55 meters in level and the subsequent one much higher at 61 meters. To loll in the mid-year sun by the side of the lake or go drifting in the lake are the most loved leisure activities of individuals who visit there. The environmental elements of the Paykara are renowned for the Tota settlements, and these are a very rare example of situations where you track down the Totas right at home. It is fitting to take some comfortable garments with you in any event, during summer, as it can get pretty crisp during the nights. It is desirable to avoid the lake and falls during the rainstorm. Particularly, the falls are truly flighty during the storms, as the degree of water would rise unexpectedly with practically no cautioning and can bring about calamity for any vacationer surprised. They are about 30 minutes drive from Ooty, off the highway to Mysore. They are about 1 km from the highway. You can walk it easily. Even battery-operated cars are available from highway to the falls. 10 seaters. 20 rupees each passenger one way. On return we took this conveyance. The falls surroundings are very clean. This is because the shops are on the highway side and not at the falls. You get a very good view of the falls, surrounded by forests. As you go down the steps, not steep, you get to see the grandeur of the falls. Ample photo points. Paykara Cascades Ooty, passage expense, timings, section ticket cost, price, originating in the Ooty top, Paykara waterway, and the cascades the stream produces is perhaps of the most gorgeous and grand sight that you will get to see in Ooty. Found 20 km from Ooty in the Ooty-Mysore Street, the Paykara lake has been formed into a completely pleasant outing spot by the expansion of a boat storage and restaurant. The dam and force to be reckoned with worked across the stream likewise guarantees hydropower to the populace. Pronounced a legacy site, the Paykara lake is one of those should-see sites in Ooty. As the stream streams down the mountains, it structures two grand cascades, the first 55 meters in level and the subsequent one considerably higher at 61 meters. To luxuriate in the late spring sun by the side of the lake or go drifting in the lake are the most loved hobbies of individuals who visit there. The environmental elements of the Paykara are well known for the Tota settlements, and these are a very rare example of positions where you track down the Totas right at home. It is prudent to take some comfortable garments with you in any event, during summer, as it can get pretty cold during the nights. It is desirable to avoid the lake and falls during the rainstorm. Particularly, the falls are entirely unusual during the storms, as the degree of water would rise abruptly with no admonishing and can bring about fiasco for any traveler got unawares. Beautiful cascades. Exquisite sights. Delicate and not the spouting sort of you are anticipating that. Yet, exceptionally picturesque nonetheless. Anyway, the stroll to it is very miserable. There is an electric vehicle conveyed who doesn't appear too enthused about taking care of his business. Not much urban conveniences around. At a distance of 2 kilometers from Paykara Lake and 23 kilometers from Ooty transport stand, Paykara Falls is a magnificent cascade situated in Ooty, Tamil Nadu. Arranged on the Ooty-Mysore Street, this is perhaps of the best cascade close to Bangalore, and among the most famous Ooty spots to visit. Paykara Falls is shaped by the Paykara waterway on downstream of the Paykara Dam. The falls drops down into two segments with a level of 55 m and 61 m through different layers on the rough bed, giving a remarkable wonder to the stream. The cascade in the midst of the thick timberland is a treat to watch. It is one of the must-visit places for special first-night couples and nature darlings as a feature of their Ooty trip. During the blustery season, the cascade is in full blossom. There are blockades alongside the cascade perspective for the security of the sightseers. Swimming is conceivable at upper fountains, however not suggested, as the way is loaded up with sharp shakes and the profundity of the water is extremely less. Swimming in the lower some portion of Paykara Falls is perilous and is generally shut in the storm season to keep away from mishaps. The best chance to see the falls is in July. The falls can be arrived at by a little safe walk, 5 to 10 minutes, on very much laid way from the stopping area. Timings, 8:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m. Paykara Falls, Ooty outline. Paykara Falls are set in the midst of the scenery of a lavish green woods and are a flat-out pleasure to observe. Paykara is the name of a town which lies a ways off of around 19 km from Ooty, in the province of Tamil Nadu. It is likewise the name of a waterway which goes through the Paykara town, which is holy to the locals of this land. The Paykara stream streams downstream from the mountains, over a progression of cascades, and these are known as the Paykara Falls. These falls drop into two separate segments of 55 meters and 61 meters, and the sheer excellence and greatness of the display makes for a fascinating end-of-the-week escape. An ideal combination of mists, water, beautiful magnificence and mountains, Paykara Falls are among the magnificent and entrancing sights you will at any point get to observe. To design the ideal excursion, the accompanying will assist with covering any admonitions for you to show up at the best arrangement for your getaways. Where would you like to go? Your initial phase in how to design an excursion is to pick a movement objective that meets your inclinations and travel financial plan. Whenever you have picked your objective, the following stage in arranging an outing is to book flights. Furthermore, figuring out how to find and book modest flights will assist you with lessening one of your greatest costs with regards to voyaging. Where you stay is your other significant travel cost. So picking the best stay for your requirements at a value that suits you will let loose more cash for exercises. One more significant interesting point while arranging an excursion is to figure out the transportation choices in your picked objective, be it public or private, and the expenses in question. At the point when you plan an excursion, you ought to likewise explore about the must-visit attractions and the best free activities in your objective of decision. Know the visa necessities for visiting the objective contingent upon where you are arranging your outing. In a specific nation, it's vital to get the right guidance for any essential immunizations that should be dealt with before your movement dates. Make duplicates of your significant records and keep them helpful. Paykara Lake. Paykara is the name of a town and stream found 19 kilometers from Ooty in the Indian territory of Tamil Nadu. A boat shelter on the Paykara supply is an additional fascination for sightseers. Paykara boats are very much safeguarded fenced sandbars. There is a cafe, and engine boats, 20 minutes ride, and speed boats, 10 minutes ride, are accessible. Paykara Cascades moves through Merkurdi, Paykara and Glenmorgan dams. There is a woodland rest house in Paykara, and furthermore the grand excellence of this spot is uncommon. The delight of movement comes in investigating new things. Establishing your feet someplace you've never been before carries with it the surge of disclosure and the delight of pushing back on the limits of your reality. In any case, when one shows up at that new wilderness, there are ways better than others to start your excursion of revelation. Follow these means and see the world with another light. Find another city through a food visit. Food visits are the simplest method for taking a visit. Find out about the nearby treats, and the best part is that get extraordinary tips that aren't neighborhood tips for travelers. However, once in a while, examples for a